when this government makes a promise or makes a pledge, it's like ABA Husseini says, you have to look up when Baumia and this government greet you good morning. You need to look up to see whether the sun is up there or is the moon. Because they're untruthful. Today you're talking about policies that will address local production of things. Before you came into office, the Mahama administration had introduced a quota system, 60-40, for the importation of poultry. What did you do about that as a Minister of Agric? You scrapped it. You failed to implement it and allowed us to go back to the wholesome importation of poultry products. So today you're telling us that you're going to bring in policies to boost local production. When those policies that you came to meet were there, what did you do? You scrapped them. You deepened the mess and created a bigger problem. You say people need to know that we need to pay more taxes for governments to be able to provide the services that we want. Yes, we admit. We know that the government has to find that money. But that money doesn't have to come from more taxes on the people. It has to come from frugality on the part of the government. It has to come from the fact that the president must know that when he's going to COP27, you're a country that is on aid, on life support. You travel with 327 people. The American government delegation was 15. 15. It's those kinds of places we expect to see savings.
You traveled with 327?
Yes, to COP27.
That's not true.
To COP27.
That's not true.
You understand me?
That is not true. How many of them traveled at the expense of government?
The huge delegations that always accompany our president when he's going anywhere. I mean, whether he's flying commercial or whether he's flying private jet. I mean, it is that kind of irresponsibility you've provided for us at a time where we have needs. Look at how much they claim they spent on the cathedral. 339 million Ghana cedis for a hole in the ground.
Is that how you see the cathedral?
It is a hole in the ground. People, is there a cathedral sitting there? Have you driven by the place? Even the watchman, the single watchman who used to guard the place, they've not paid him for weeks, for months. He's also abandoned site. Now there's no watchman at the site. 339 million of taxpayers' money was thrown in there. And when you read it, consultant, first payment to him on the 7th of June 2019, 445,000 Ghana cedis.
Sam George, we're talking the budget, so.
Then
talking
the same consultant again receives 80.5 million Ghana cedis on the 5th of March 2021. Then another payment to the same consultant again, 32 million. 32 million. So between 7th of June 2019 and 10th February 2021, my mathematics is right. You're seeing a total payment of about 113 million Ghana cedis to David Ajayi Consultants. That's prudent expenditure. Do you know how much 113 million, how many kilometers of road that will fix? Do you know how many school buildings that will build in Igbo Pankam? Do you know how many boreholes that would drill for people who have water needs in our country? For a friend, family and friend of the government, of the president and his cronies. What do they do? They cough out 113 million. At the time they claim we didn't have money and we're struggling to raise revenue from e-levy. You pay 130 million to a consultant for that hole in the ground. And you say that you're using the name of God to literally steal from the taxpayers' money. And then you wake up and say you're coming to impose more taxes on us. You're imposing more taxes on us for what? See, the people will pay taxes when they see their taxes being used judiciously and prudently. We talk about the UK, we talk about the US, they pay huge taxes. Look, if you're a migrant worker, you even pay almost 50% of your wages. But it's because you see what your taxes are used for. But if I pay taxes, you see, the average Ghanaian worker would need 10 lifetimes, in fact 100 lifetimes, for his salary to be 113 million Ghana cedis. If he works 25 years in the public service, he will need to live 100 times to make 113 million Ghana cedis. But a friend of the government, of people in government, was 113 million was told out to him. Who pays a consultant who just dug a hole in the ground 113 million Ghana cedis? So it is these things that that the more taxes we pay, the more looting and stealing we see in government. And Kwesi, you raise very critical points. Four prices, forex performance, inflation and purchasing power, and employment. They are all linked. Look, President Akufo addressed us. So he wants to compare the address. Yeah? And you know, he said it is the speculation. Because see, who is the biggest speculator in Ghana? The government of Ghana. Ask yourself, today, who is supposed to provide forex for trading in Ghana? Is it not the central bank? Is the central bank not the government of Ghana? Go to the petroleum MPA. The MPA is the one that sets the benchmark for forex pricing that is used in the calculation over a 90-day period for BDCs. Am I lying? Is it not the MPA that sets the rates? As we speak today, what is the rate that the BDCs are being given by the MPA, which is government? They are giving them 18.5 for the dollar. So who is speculating? If you are telling the BDCs that in 90 days, to get the dollar, they will need to pay 18.5. You are driving speculation. Because if the government of Ghana could assure the BDCs of forex at even interbank rates, which will be 13 Ghana cedis, do you know what's going to happen? It means your fuel price is going to drop by almost 33%. Automatically. Why? Because the FX is a major component of the pricing formula. And so when you have a government that is driving speculation for one of the major consumables, petrol, refined products, you go to your ports, duties are priced in dollars.
And you'll be landed.
Exactly. You realize that the issues you've raised, the prices of fuel, skyrocketing prices of fuel, the forex performance are all interlinked because government is speculating. But you're talking of inflation. Why would you have inflation when in 2020 to support the NPP government and help them do whatever they did to whether rig or win the election in 2020, the central bank printed $2 billion worth of currency at the time, 10 billion Ghana cedis without parliamentary approval. 10 billion Ghana cedis was printed without parliamentary approval. They give it to the government. In 2020, yes.
In 2020?
Yes, the central bank did 10 billion Ghana
Are you
cedis.
talking about the 22 billion or? Which 10 billion?
Yes. In excess, 10 billion was given to the government from the central bank as borrowing without parliamentary approval. They gave them 10 billion. At that time, that was $2 billion. When you put money like that in the system, without it being backed by services rendered, you're surprised you have inflation as well. You have it today.